Welcome to Short Nail Life. So I have another I have a Easter video today. I call it alternative Easter, but I don't know what you would call it because it's still Easter colors. I just was thinking about not having eggs and bunnies, so it may not be alternative. I don't know. In my head it made sense, but I don't know. So as you can see, I do have on gloves today. I felt like I should do better. If you're watching me, I shouldn't be swiping at the gel with my fingers and stuff. I need to have on gloves, but the gloves did not make it. I think about not even halfway in the video, you're gonna see my just hands. I'm sorry, I cannot wear gloves. These are too big as well. But this is the design I came up with, and I love it so much. I am obsessed. I think it's super cute. It's super simple, and I feel like it's a little beginner friendly. It's because you're just sugaring. So yeah, I feel like it's beginner friendly, so anybody could probably follow along and get the same results. So please ignore my middle finger. I was going to do something different, and then I thought about it. No, it didn't make sense. So I went ahead and built it, and we're gonna fix it with filing. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna fix it with filing. So I'm just doing my regular routine where you see me do a slip layer, and then I put a bigger bead down the middle and I float it to the ends of the nail. Once I do this, I do cure it. I never mentioned that I cure it after I do this part of the nails, but yes, I do cure it after I get this done. And I'm just sealing all of my ends, making sure it's product on the ends right here. So has been cured, even though the nail does not look like it's moved. It has been cured because the product would move under it if I were to do this part. So all I'm doing is just another slip layer, and then I'm going to take a bigger bead, and then I'm going to float that at the cuticles. And this is going to be my cuticle bead, my cuticle and my apex bead. So it's okay if you don't get all of that in this bead. It's okay if it still look a little flat. Just add more product. And even if you feel like if you add it, it may be too much, you can fix it with filing. I know I need to stop saying that, but yes, you can fix it with filing. Just build it to what you're comfortable with. Some people like thicker nails, some people like thinner nails. It's whatever you're comfortable with, because at the end of the day, you do not want these things to break. Especially when you spent hours doing them. Yeah, you just make them sturdy. So I don't know what was going on this day, but it was not my day to do nails. I kept, I don't know, flooding the nails and stuff. Like you can see me wiping the sides. I think it was the gloves as well. As you see, I already took off one hand, but I could not work in those gloves. And I think that's what it was now that I'm looking at it, because I never built my nails up this badly. It's just, they were getting in the way. They were too big. I kept trying to pull them down, and I just need to go a size smaller, but that's all that I have in my house. But even though the gloves were hindering me a little bit, it turned out what it was supposed to be. So I'm just going to wipe the nails off with some alcohol, and there it will be no filing in today's video. I'm not sure what happened. I think it was the gloves frustrating me, honestly. But yeah, there's no filing today, so I'm just going to start with the design. So I use this brand. This was the I mostly use this, and these are the colors I use: a pink, a orange, a blue, and a green. And then I used a purple and a yellow from another brand. For some reason, all of these colors are coming off not correctly. They're a little bit brighter in person. I know that yellow looks so dingy, or I don't know how to explain it, but it's not as bright as it is in person. It is brighter. All of it flows together. There's consistency. So I'm kind of just glossing over this part because my hand was in the camera and you really couldn't see me draw that line. But what I'm doing right now is I actually could not draw on the nail because it just felt like it didn't feel right. So I decided that I was going to mat them out, and then I realized that I'm sugaring the nails, so I should have did top coat instead of matte. So I buffed that off, and that's why you saw me show top coat, and now I have top coated the nails. And I hope all of that made sense. I needed a smoother surface to draw on. I prefer drawing on a mat, which is why I reached for that first. But Shiny works too. I just feel like I have a tad bit more control over matte. So all I'm doing is I just went back over that line I just did, and I do every nail twice. I do 2 coats of on every nail of each color. The first coat, some of the polishes was not opaque enough, and even with that, when I went back in for that second coat, I was able to like fix the mistakes that I made from the first coat. So that's why I did 2 coats. But I'm just doing regular sugaring. I just drew that squiggly line and you saw me dump the glitter on. All of this glitter does glow in the dark if you see it shining brighter. I couldn't catch it on camera. I don't know how you guys do that, but every time I try it does not work. So no, it is not on camera, but it does glow in the dark. So that's another plus to my alternative Easter design. I don't think I'm naming it that, but right now that's what's stuck in my head. It's alternative Easter, when I don't even think it's alternative because I'm using spring colors. So yes, my orange is a little peachy. I do need to like expand my orange collection. I have nothing to be honest. I need to expand my orange and my yellow. That was the lacking colors I had. So I'm just dumping this glitter, and this glitter is a little peach, as you can see, but it looked more orange than anything else I own, so I used that. And then I'm going to do yellow. I just followed the Roy G. Biv order. Yeah, I just followed that order on the nails, and then I finished it up on the pointer finger, so 3 on both fingers. But when I thought about it, I probably should have did this nail on the pointer and then that pointer on the pinky, but I just wanted to start at that point. I did have a plan and a design in mind. This is the design I had in mind, but for the middle and the ring finger, I just kind of changed my mind last minute. I just felt like it was too much, and it just didn't work out in my mind, and I probably should have went with my first thought, but it wasn't making sense. So I tried something different, and I still love the outcome, so I'm not disappointed at all. I think these are really, really cute. And if you need something to glow, really glow in the dark, this green glitter that I'm using on top of this green, it kept glowing. Like, it was so pretty. I'm not even gonna lie, it is so pretty. I love that combination. Maybe do some alien nails with all of it. It is just a cute combination. So everything is kind of repetitive. So you just see me dump glitter, draw lines, dump glitter, draw lines. That's why I said it's probably an easy thing to do for a beginner. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's really easy because all you're doing is drawing squiggly lines, and these squiggly lines were so hard to draw. Like, I struggled with them, but to be honest, in the end, it really didn't matter. As long as they were like going down at that slant, I feel like you couldn't mess up. So even though I was struggling, it doesn't look messed up. I feel like that's kind of foolproof when you add the fact that you're intentionally going for squiggles. So I think this is a good design for beginners because it's no need to be perfect. And the only tip I do have, which I forgot to mention, was at the tip where you start, make sure that part is thicker, and then you want to go into a thinner line at the end. You can make it all the same thickness if you want to. I just thought it was cuter to start thicker, if you can see it, and then go into a thinner line. I just think it's prettier. But that's just my opinion. If you want it all the same, go for the same. So after I brushed these off, I told you I didn't have an idea of what I want to do. So I decided to make that middle finger a full sugared nail. So I started off by painting these both the nails with top coat. And once I painted it with top coat, I did end up drawing pink at the top of that nail. And then I did sugar it. The only problem with me doing that is I told you before when I did the St. Patrick's Day, I really need a roadmap, because if I don't create a guide, a color is probably going to be missed out. So with that, I ended up kind of making the purple shorter. I could have made this pink portion a little bit smaller and it probably would have fit better. So that's what I did. I went in and I made a roadmap because I'm doing it 2 layers anyway. And I just wanted to say, as you can see me putting this orange on top of this pink, I am intentionally going over the pink. I want it to look like jagged little knot, like tie-dye, I guess. I don't know if that's what I'm thinking of, but I feel like it's tie-dye. I wanted it to look like that. So if you can't get into these cases, I'm just showing you, you could stick these little cuticle pushers under them, the tip of those, and then just wiggle it up. It was just a tip, just in case you couldn't. But like, I wanted this to look like tie-dye, where like squiggles are on each line. I don't think I succeeded, but it didn't look bad, so I'm not complaining. I think I need to experiment with that a little bit. And I'm not going as far down as the colors are, if you can see it a little bit. I left a little bit of a gap because I wanted to make sure the purple had more room on the nail. So that's why you see me not going down as far as I can, if you can tell. And that's the first time I dropped glitter on this video. I was very proud of that because I thought I was going to drop it all. But I did save that glitter. I'm not going to lie. It went right back into that container. I saved it. No glitter is escaping. And so this is what I came up with. So with this design for the middle finger, I struggled. If you saw some leftover residue, it was another design on there. I used like neon rhinestones that were way too big for the nail. But yeah, I struggled so hard trying to figure out something. And then I remember these studs, and then I struggled trying to figure out what can I do with these studs on this nail. So that's why the design is so simple. It was because I just could not think of an idea, and then in the end I actually have an amazing deal of how I could have did those stones. So it just made me excited to do another set because I have to do this idea now. I wrote it down. I'm gonna have to do it. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to everyone who is subscribing. I am truly appreciative. It is going up every day, and I'm just thankful. So if you like the set, please let me know down below. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I want you to have an amazing day, guys. Bye.